Hello and welcome back to the discord.py bot tutorial series, and in this video we're going to plan out the folder structure and things will become a bit more complicated. But don't worry, don't let yourself getting distracted by this. Um, we'll get right into it, and I explain you now why. Because most of you think, hey, actually, why do I need this? I mean, I can just do all my commands in here in that file. I can just do like client dot commands and what oh no holy no but yeah, basically what or you could just think like, okay, maybe I comment everything else out here in the code, so I just be like in here and say commands, and down here I'm gonna say events and all that stuff, and that will become clean. But not really, because at a certain point you will realize that having a 600 lines file is not really the best thing you want to have. And your bot will actually, I think it will kind of slow down. Um, but that's why we gonna make like a pretty good folder structure that's clean, that's keeping everything in place, and that's helping other people to understand your code better. So um, let's get right into it. I say let's create a few folders. So the first folder will be main. That will be our main folder where everything is in regarding to the bot, and then we will have a folder that's called just data, where everything like our token and basically our other stuff, like for example pictures and stuff like that, or maybe later on a database and stuff, is stored in. So I would say let's just make a folder called this restricted, and in here we're going to create a file that's called just token.txt. In there we will store our token later on, and then we create another folder that's just called pictures, pictures like that, and that's done. So we're probably not going to touch that later on. So yeah, in our main folder we will have two folders. The first one is called bot. Not the not really I created a file. The first one is called a bot, and the second one is called cogs. I know the word's pretty funny, but we will get into on later what cogs really are. So don't let yourself getting distracted by that. We will keep that file, but we will actually delete everything out in here, and we will basically be just like from bot no from main dot bot bot import bot, and then we're gonna say here version. Basically this just refers to we're currently in version 0.1 of our bot, and down here we're gonna say bots.run bot.run version, like that. So don't worry about that right now giving you an error. It's basically just not knowing where the file in here is. So we're basically will just be like in here we're going to create a new file that's just called underscore init underscore .py. That's pretty important. Let me actually change a few things around here. Now you see the error's gone. So basically in here will be our main file of the bot, where we will initialize things and stuff, and where we will basically write in code later on. And in the cogs folder we will basically create a few files. For example, we will create a file called fun.py. We will create a folder called mod.py. We will create a what's called a file that's called appearance.py, and maybe one called manage.py, and maybe one called welcome.py. And these are files where we will later on write code in that's being used in our bot. So for example, in welcome we will define welcome messages, and the mod kind of thing we will do moderation commands like kick and ban and mute. The manage thing we will do stuff like shutdown and probably stats and stuff like that. And the fun file we will do fun commands like hello, slap, maybe meme command later on when we're working with APIs, and stuff. And in the appearance, for example, giving the bot a custom appearance and stuff. But don't worry about that. This is content that will just come on later on. What we're doing here is basically in the next episode we will fill in that init file, so we will make the bot run actually. Yeah, this is basically that's for that episode. It's a pretty short one. It's just making the folder structure. Try to think about it. Try to understand the folder structure. Because in the later videos on, I will make like an extra episode where I explain how exactly this will work later on. But it's pretty important that unless to follow in the next episode, you have that folder structure ready. So let's go through it again. You have a data folder. In that data folder is a picture folder and a restricted folder. And in that restricted folder is a token.txt file where you paste in your token, obviously. In the main file, in the main folder, you have a bot folder where an __init___.py file is stored. Nothing more. And in the cogs folder, you have a few files. You can name them as you want, but I name them as the content they contain. So yeah, basically put in here, copy just these, maybe add some stuff you want to have yourself, and then one main file called bot.py. You can rename this whatever you want, for example, start.py or something or whatever. And this is what you need for the next episode, and I hope you join in next time, and bye.